What if you could look into a mirror and see your own expiration date or how many years you have left? It sounds like a scene from a dystopian sci-fi movie, but in 2026, it's becoming a scientific reality. Most of us spend thousands of dollars on blood tests, wearables, DNA kits to figure out how fast we are aging. But the most accurate biological clock we have ever discovered isn't in your blood or in your genes. It's actually staring back at you in the mirror right now. Researchers have just trained an AI to look at one specific part of your eye to determine your retinal age. And here is the scary part. If your eyes are older than your actual age, your risk of all-cause mortality jumps by 67%. By the end of this video, I am going to show you exactly how this eye clock works, the one hidden warning sign you can spot yourself, and most importantly, the 3-step protocol you can start today to actually turn back the clock on your eye health and potentially your lifespan. But first, we have to talk about why your eyes are the snitch of your entire body. So, why the eye? Think of your body like a high-end sports car. You can't see the engine while you are driving, but you can see the dashboard. The retina, that thin layer of tissue at the back of your eye, is the only place in the entire human body where we can see your blood vessels and your central nervous system directly without cutting you open. When doctors look at your retina, they aren't just checking your vision. They are looking at the health of your brain and your heart. If those tiny vessels in your eye are thinning, leaking or stiffening, guess what? The same thing is likely happening in your brain and your coronary arteries. This is why scientists are calling the retina the window to the soul, and also the window to your stroke risk, high heart disease risk and even Alzheimer's. So let's understand the science behind this. A massive study published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology used AI to analyze over 80,000 retinal images. They taught the computer to recognize what a healthy 40-year-old eye looks like versus a 70-year-old eye. They discovered something called the Retinal Age Gap. This is the difference between how old you are on your birth certificate and how old your eyes actually look to the AI. For every 1 year increase in that gap, the risk of death from any cause rose by 2%. Now you are probably thinking, great, so I'm just a ticking time bomb. Not exactly, because unlike your DNA which you are stuck with, the health of your eyes is surprisingly plastic. You can actually improve it. But before we get to the how to, I need to tell you about that hidden warning sign I mentioned earlier, because most people ignore it until it's too late. So, here is the hidden warning sign. If you look at your eyes in high magnification mirror and see tiny yellowish white spots around the center, those are called drusen. In the medical world, these are often dismissed as just getting older. In the longevity world, they are red flag. They are essentially metabolic trash that your body isn't clearing out. So here is your first actionable tip. The next time you go for a standard eye exam, don't just ask if you need new glasses. Ask for a digital retinal photo or an OCT scan. These are usually an extra $20 to $40, but they give you a baseline of your retinal age. Tell your doctor, I want to check the microvascular charges or drusen. It signals to them that you are looking at your eye as a longevity marker, not just a vision check. Okay, so let's get to the part you are here for. How do we slow down this clock? If the retina is a window into your health, we need to keep that window clean. Here are the 3 non-negotiables for 2026. Step first, the inner sunglasses diet. Your eyes have a built-in shield called the macular pigment. To keep it thick, you need 2 specific nutrients, lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of these like internal sunscreen for your brain and eyes. So what can you eat to get these nutrients? First, eggs. Eat 2 egg yolks a day. The fat helps absorption. And second, a massive bowl of sauteed spinach or kale. If you hate greens, a lutein supplement is the cheapest longevity insurance you can buy. Step second, the 20-20-22 rule. We all know the 20-20-20 rule. Look 20 feet away every 20 minutes for 20 seconds. But let's add the 2. You need 2 hours of natural outdoor light every day. Not looking at the sun, but just being in daylight. This regulates your circadian rhythm, which is the master clock for how your cells repair themselves at night. Step 3. Manage the silent pressure. The number one thing that ages your retinal vessels is micro spikes in blood sugar. Every time you have a massive sugar crash, those tiny vessels in your eyes take a hit. To fix this, use the vinegar trick. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in water before your biggest meal can reduce your glucose spike by up to 30%. Your eyes will thank you in 10 years. So, we used to think that aging was something that happened to us. But with tools like Retinal Age Clock, we are realizing that aging is something we can finally track, measure, and manage. Your eyes aren't just for seeing the world, they are for seeing your future. And with that, we have come to an end of this video. Please drop a like and comment on this video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything related to longevity and healthy life. And by the way, I have linked the full study on retinal age in the description below so you can dive into the data yourself. This is the longevity journey and I will see you in the next one.